What if one of the greatest unseen enemies of humanity is not an external force, but something that resides within us all? What if that enemy is pride? Pride often masquerades as self-confidence, self-esteem, or even national pride. For nations, the term pride may not be used explicitly. Instead, they express it through an ultimate sense of national dignity or an unrivaled sense of national pride. Individuals, on the other hand, often prefer to use terms like superconfidence or high self-esteem to replace pride. The sin of pride often goes unnoticed by both nations and individuals. This is largely due to the difficulty in recognizing one's own pride, especially when it is often mistaken for confidence or self-esteem. In fact, many believe these traits to be assets, or even their unique strengths. There are different types and levels of pride, each with its own unique characteristics. Firstly, there is materialistic and skill-based pride. This type of pride is characterized by a sense of superiority over others in terms of wealth, skills, and abilities. This often leads to a disregard for others. Secondly, there is moral pride, also known as self-righteousness. This type of pride manifests in those who believe they stand on the moral high ground due to their extensive knowledge or understanding of moral norms, whether in daily life, work, or the political and economic realm. Lastly, there is spiritual pride, which is often seen in religious individuals who believe they are closer to God than others and that their views are the most correct. This sense of moral superiority often intensifies when they observe others committing shameful acts. The essence, source, and characteristic of the sin of pride boils down to self-exaltation above all else. In religious terms, it is when a person does not see God as God, but sees themselves as God. Pride can be easily seen in everyday life. Psychologists have found that prideful individuals often prefer to work alone or control everything. They tend to justify their mistakes, blame others, and refuse to admit their wrongs or ask for forgiveness. They have difficulty accepting criticism or advice from others. Prideful individuals often crave attention. They may draw attention to themselves through eccentric outfits, bizarre rebellious behavior, or attention-seeking questions. Another subtle form of pride is the belief that one has nothing more to learn. This type of prideful person is unwilling to learn new things, believing that no one can teach them anything or that they can learn nothing from others. The dangers of pride are well documented in religious texts. It is often said that pride goes before destruction and a haughty spirit before a fall. Thus, those who are able to self-reflect and repent are truly blessed. In summary, pride comes in many forms and levels, and it often goes unnoticed. It is a dangerous trait, as it leads to a lack of humility and an overemphasis on self. Recognizing and managing one's pride is crucial for maintaining healthy relationships and a balanced perspective on oneself and others. Humility, on the other hand, is a virtue that should be cultivated and valued.